Hello, this is Edward from Around the Atlas, and greetings from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Hello, fellow vagabonds. My name is Edward, and I'll be your tour guide. Traveling is my main passion, and I'm excited to share all of my adventures with you. So come follow along as I travel around the Atlas. I'm happy to be here exploring the Dominican Republic, country number 22 that I visited now out of the 197 of my ultimate goal. This is the view from my Airbnb in Santo Domingo, and I'm excited to get out of this room and down there onto these streets so I could have some adventures in this fascinating city. So let's go see what we find. Right now I'm exploring the colonial section of the capital, Santo Domingo, and yeah, Santo Domingo is a really interesting city. It reminds me of a mix between Havana, Cuba, Manila, Philippines, parts of Mexico that I've been to. It's a very interesting place, a lot of culture, a lot of chaos, good vibes, exactly how I like it. So while I was wandering the streets earlier, a local came up to me and we just started talking, which is completely normal here, just like other Caribbean islands I've been to. One thing led to another, and we ended up spending 4 hours together, and he took me to a lot of places that I wouldn't have seen without his knowledge or help. So it was definitely very informative. He taught me a lot about the history of the Dominican Republic, a lot about the colonial section. We went inside a lot of buildings I wouldn't have been able to go in otherwise. So it was really good. If you come to a place like the Dominican Republic, don't be like sketched out or turned off by people coming up to you and wanting to talk and stuff. Most people are just trying to offer private tours or offer you services to help you find something. You could politely just say, no, you're not interested. A lot of times it's a really good deal because for just a little bit of money, you will get an amazing experience with a local that you wouldn't have otherwise, and you get to see and do a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to do if you were just kind of wandering around solo. And usually I don't like to take tours, but in places like this, sometimes it is good to do that because it opens up more opportunities, and you get to interact with locals, which is always a good thing, and you get to see things that you maybe wouldn't see otherwise. So that was definitely an awesome experience. Right now I'm inside the Faro a Colón in Santo Domingo, and this is basically a lighthouse-shaped structure that is a memorial for Christopher Columbus. Now, I am not the biggest Christopher Columbus fan in the world, and I don't think anyone should be honoring him, but for some reason it seems like the Dominican Republic really honors him. There's, memorials and statues and stuff all over the place, and even a tour that I took the other day, the tour guide was just praising Christopher Columbus the entire time. But anyways, this memorial is said to have the remains of Christopher Columbus, but also a place in Seville also says to have the remains of Christopher Columbus. And that place did a DNA test and confirmed that it is Christopher Columbus's remains. Here in Santo Domingo, they refused to do a DNA test. So we don't know if the remains here are fake and someone else's, or maybe they're part of Christopher Columbus's remains, and the other remaining remains are in Seville. But either way, I'm not coming here to praise the murderer, but I'm just here to enjoy the architecture. It's a pretty interesting building, as you could see. Right now I'm exploring Tres Ojos Park in Santo Domingo, and this place is full of beautiful pools just like this. And believe it or not, this is only about 5 miles away from the main part of the city. Like, this type of nature, usually you don't find right in a major city, but this is pretty incredible. Look at the color of this water. This is absolutely gorgeous. It only costs 200 Dominican pesos to come here and explore this. You can pay for an additional tour guide if you want to, but you can also just kind of wander around and explore this on your own, which is usually what I prefer to do. But yeah, this is definitely worth it. So if see you later, Dominican Republic. Thank you for following my adventures around Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and stay tuned to see where I end up next around the Atlas. Take care, everyone.